Hi everyone, I am here with a Bible reading. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today we're going to be reading Hebrews Chapter 8, Psalm 106 verses 13 through 31, and Proverbs Chapter 27 verses 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So let me get down there and we'll see what we'll be reading in Hebrews today. The high priest of a new covenant. Alright. Now the main point of what we are saying is this. We do have such a high priest who sat down at the right hand of the throne of the majesty in heaven, and who serves in the sanctuary, the true tabernacle, set up by the Lord, not by a mere human being. Every high priest is appointed to offer both gifts and sacrifices, and so it was necessary for this one also to have something to offer. If he were on earth, he would not be a priest, for there are already priests who offer the gifts prescribed by the law. They serve at a sanctuary that is a copy and shadow of what is in heaven. This is why Moses was warned when he was about to build the tabernacle. See to it that you make everything according to the pattern shown you on the mountain. But in fact, the ministry Jesus had received is as superior to others as the covenant of which he is mediator is superior to the old one, since the new covenant is established in better promises. For if there had been nothing wrong with the first covenant, no place would have been sought for another. But God found fault with the people and said, "The days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the people of Israel and with the people of Judah. It will not be like the covenant I made with their ancestors when I took them by the hand to lead them out of Egypt, because they did not remain faithful to my covenant, and I turned away from them, declares the Lord. This is the covenant I will establish with the people of Israel after that time, declares the Lord. I will put my laws in their minds and write them on their hearts. I will be their God, and they will be my people. No longer will they teach their neighbor or say to one another, 'Know the Lord,' because they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest. For I will forgive their wickedness. For I will forgive their wickedness and will remember their sins no more." Amen. And that was continuing on with Psalm 106. No, sorry. That's not Psalm. That's Hebrews, chapter 8. I'm not with it today, sorry. We didn't get much sleep last night at all. We slept here in the room. I'm sure it's really tired. He didn't sleep at all. Now we're going to read Psalm 106, verses 13 through 31. But they soon forgot what he had done and did not wait for his plan to unfold. In the desert, they gave in to their craving. In the wilderness, they put God to the test. So he gave them what they asked for, but sent a wasting disease among them. In the camp they grew envious of Moses and of Aaron, who was consecrated to the Lord. Aaron was a priest. The earth opened up and swallowed Dathan. It buried the company of Abram. Fire blazed among their followers. A flame consumed the wicked. At Horeb they made a calf and worshipped an idol cast from metal. They exchanged their glorious God for an image of a bull which eats grass. They forgot the God who saved them, who had done great things in Egypt, miracles in the land of Ham, and awesome deeds by the Red Sea. So he said he would destroy them, had not Moses, his chosen one, stood in the breach before them to keep his wrath from destroying them. Moses went up into the mountains to get the 10 Commandments from the Lord. The Lord was writing on the stones, or making the stone 10 Commandments for Moses. And it was taking a while. God was probably testing the people that were down there. And they thought Moses weren't coming back. And they were getting, mad at Aaron and, complaining and complaining. Well, I don't remember what Dathan was doing, but he done something bad. And Dathan, God opened up the earth and swallowed Dathan and his whole family, his tent, and everything he owned. Opened up a big hole and swallowed it all. But anyway, they turned against God and made an idol of a calf. Yeah, a baby cow, a calf. And worshipped this calf, instead of God. And when Moses came down, he was so angry that he threw the tablets down, the 10 Commandments down, and broke them. And God was going to destroy them, the people. But Moses stepped in between them and, stopped God, don't destroy them, Moses, if it wasn't for Moses, God would have destroyed them. Then they despised the pleasant land. They did not believe his promise. They grumbled in their tents and did not obey the Lord. So he swore to them with uplifted hand that he would make them fall in the wilderness, make their descendants fall among the nations, and scatter them throughout the lands. They yoked themselves to the bow of Peor and ate sacrifices offered to lifeless gods. After all God has done for them, and is still doing for them, and they do this. Sacrifice to Satan. Eat stuff that's sacrificed to Satan. Worship Satan. They aroused the Lord's anger by their wicked deeds, and a plague broke out among them. But Phinehas stood up and intervened, and the plague was checked. This was credited to him as righteousness for endless generations to come. God had the plague, made that plague break out against them, and Phinehas stood up and intervened and talked to God about it, and God took the plague away from them. The people were always doing that. They would stay good for a little while, and then they would turn against God again. After all he'd done for them, he freed them from being slaves. He done so much for them. Remember, he parted the Red Sea so they could cross through it. He done so much. So much. all the things He done for them in the desert. So sad. Alright, and now we are going to read Proverbs Chapter 27, verses 7, 8, 9. One who is full loathes plenty from the comb, but to the hungry even what is bitter tastes sweet. Like a bird that flees its nest is anyone who flees their home. Perfume and incense brings joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Amen. It's always good to have a true friend. Some friends will give you advice to steer you the wrong way. You know, some friends are not really friends at all. They're fake friends. But, you know, it's always good to choose your friends wisely. And it's always good to have a real good friend who's like a sister to you. Even if you only got one of those. If you only got one friend in the whole wide world who is like your sister, and you have no other friends, you got the best gift in the world. And a praying friend, a praying sister. You can't beat that. Alright guys, let me go over the prayer requests. Please keep the following people in prayer. Rhonda Karchner, Cara Newman, Cindy and Jim Welsh, Dora Parker, Sherm, Layla and her son Emil, Abby Myers and Sonny, Mom and Abby were out here today to visit for a little while. Jimmy was supposed to come, but he didn't want to come. Please pray for Jimmy Myers. He's going through something right now. I don't know what, but he's going through something. So please pray for him. Please pray for April Packer, Garnet Boyer, Jim Mitchell, Melody Post, Kinsley and Olson Osborne, Judy Thompson, Rita Rosali, Randy and Jody Post, John Ayers, Jennifer Haddix, Amanda Burt. Have not heard an update. When I do, I will update you guys. Pat and Wetzel Dempsey, and Elizabeth Jeffries. Whenever I hear an update on anybody, I of course will let you guys know. But as of right now, no updates. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, we'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.